Hi Sagittarius, welcome to November. This is Teresa from tarotbytea.com. And before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this spread. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for those who have taken time out to leave comments. I appreciate all your comments and I read every single one of them. And for those who have ordered readings, thank you for your support. I've enjoyed working with all of you. So this month, we've got a new moon in Scorpio on the 7th and a full moon in Gemini on the 23rd. So let's see, and that's going to be falling in your 7th house of partnerships. So something may be coming to completion around partnerships, both business and personal, at the end of the month, around Thanksgiving. So let's see what the cards have to say. What does Sag need to know about love and life for the month of November? Love and relationships, anything else important? This is focused on a love reading, but sometimes other things come up. It depends on what energies are really important at the time. The cards just tell you what you need to focus on. So what does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? I'm working with this new deck this month called Steampunk Tarot deck. And I really love the illustrations of this deck. They're a little dark, but the artwork is amazing. It's just beautiful. So the Emperor, the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Moon card, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so let's see what this is telling us. So you're starting the month out with the Emperor, the energy of the Emperor, and the Six of Pentacles. So this is a card of someone who's a boss or a CEO, an executive, someone who's very organized, very disciplined, knows how to get things done, knows how to build something solid and stable. So in a relationship, you could be dealing with someone like this Emperor. You could be or you could be working with executives. And you have to tap into your own executive and leadership ability as well. If you're in a relationship, you might be the one who's doing all the work, or you're controlling the direction of the relationship. Because this is about someone who's in charge, who's in control, almost with a military precision. You know, you have definite ideas of what you want, where you're going, and you're just being very disciplined. The Six of Pentacles crosses this, so this could have two meanings. With the Six of Pentacles, if you're in a relationship, one of you is doing all of the work. You might be giving a lot or giving too much. Maybe you feel like you're giving too much. There's an imbalance in the relationship. And you want your partner to step up to the plate more. You want other people to, if you're always the one who's initiating, or you're the one who's always paying for everything, you may feel like you're being taken advantage of, or your partner is getting lazy. So you may have to have a difficult conversation with someone if that's your situation. The other case, this could be also that you're involved in a project that serves the community in some way. So you could be working where you're healing others, or you're helping others in terms of counseling or social work. Whatever you're doing, it's helping others who are less fortunate. So this could be in partnership. Maybe you're helping someone who's going through a difficult time. Maybe you're helping others who are needing extra assistance at this time. And this could also be you. Maybe there's something you're going through and you're looking to lean on someone stronger. It could work either way. But I feel like Sagittarians are very, it's not a weak sign. So I feel more often than not, you're the one who's in control helping others. But you have to remember with the Six of Pentacles, this is the thing. Because Sag is very optimistic and you want to take on the world and you want to help everyone, you want to give everybody your wisdom, share your wisdom with the world. Sometimes you take on too much and you forget that you have to also help yourself, that you also have to give to yourself and nurture yourself. So that's what this Six of Pentacles is also about. It's about finding that balance. Yes, it's great to give to others. It's great to want to help the world or help your friends, help your loved ones. Do things that are positive and helping the community. But you don't want to burn yourself out. And you have to know what your limits are. You have to know what your limitations are. And you have to know to schedule some downtime so that you can heal and rest so that you're not getting burnt out. Then you won't be able to help anyone. The Three of Swords is in the past. So the Three of Swords is about, it could be that there's, you might have had a falling out with a partner, or you might be, because this is a card of sorrow, emotional sorrow, romantic sorrow, cutting away. Some of you may have had an operation and you're healing from that. Some of you may have decided to cut certain people out of your life. Three of Swords is saying, maybe I need to cut some things out of my life. People, relationships, situations, lovers that are not serving me. So you might be feeling the sorrow of that to a degree, like, it is a card of severance. Getting rid of whatever's no longer working, cutting away to make room for the new, to make room for more opportunities. So you may have given up some people in your life or some relationships because it was just too much. You couldn't do everything. Now you have this Ace of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. So, but I feel like you've been really focused on your career lately. Maybe you didn't have time for love because you've been so busy working. And the work that you're doing, there might have been a recent opportunity for a new job, a new project that you're really excited about. And you really can't wait to get involved in it. I mean, it's something it's firing you up because it's just right up your alley. It's the work that you really want to do and you're just loving it. And you have this Queen of Wands, which could represent your energy because the Queen of Wands can be a fire sign. So I feel like either you started some work that's calling on your leadership ability, calling on your organizational abilities, your executive abilities. Like you've had to be the person in charge of something. And it's been a lot of work because you have this Nine of Wands here. Like you're almost at the point of exhaustion because you've been putting so much energy into this. But you've worked harder than you've ever worked before. And it's paying off. It's going to pay off. You're being seen as the leader. You're being seen as someone who can get things done. Here's the thing. You've got the Nine of Pentacles in the near future. This is a person who's achieved a certain amount of success. You see the woman in her garden. She's got a beautiful home. She's surrounded by luxury. But sometimes she might feel a little bit lonely. Maybe she's been so focused on work or that she hasn't been thinking about, there's no time for love. And so you have this Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups is in your wish fulfillment sector. It's saying like, I would like to have a relationship. I'm ready for love. I want to have a relationship. So if you're not in a relationship right now, you may, once you reach a certain point and your career is running smoothly and everything is great, you might start to focus in November more on creating a loving partnership or searching for someone that you could share your life with. The other way this card can also represent is this is a person who works independently, maybe as an independent contractor or in her own business, he or she. So some of you might be thinking of starting a business, breaking away from the corporate environment and doing your own thing in the world. So you've been working on this goal. You've got the Nine of Wands here. And a part of you, you've been working, so this is a card of when someone's been working so hard and you feel like you haven't seen enough results yet and you're thinking about giving up. Maybe I should just quit. I'm not getting anywhere. I've been doing all this work. I'm totally exhausted. But the Nine of Wands is saying, don't give up. You're really getting close to your goal. Just keep trying a little bit longer and you will achieve your goal. And because I feel like also this is a time card, this Ace of Cups. So maybe you've looked for partnership and you haven't been able to find anyone, and it's been and it's in your negative thinking sector. So you might be thinking, I'm just going to give up. I can't meet anyone that I really could see myself being with. Someone who's going to give me the freedom I need and the love I need. Because Sagittarians, they're a little bit commitment phobic, because they're very free spirited. And you want to roam and you want to be free to travel and explore the world, and you don't want a partnership holding you back. You don't want a ball and chain. So sometimes you would just avoid partnership because you're afraid it might tie you down. But if you could meet someone that would allow you to have the freedom that you deserve, or the freedom that you desire, if you could have like this buddy, like a traveling companion, or someone who would understand your need for freedom and not smother you, you could be fine in a relationship. So you just have to find that ideal mate. And with the Page of Swords here at the outcome, I feel that you're going to be looking really carefully at potential partners. So if the potential to partner with someone comes up in November, whether it's business or personal, you're going to be really checking them out carefully. Because that's the card of looking deeper, the Page of Swords, knowing what you're getting involved in before you commit your heart and your love and even your money, if it's a partnership in business. But the Nine of Wands is saying, don't think negatively about the success of your goal. You have to think positive. You have to think, yes, I can achieve this. And Sagittarian, you're known for positive thinking, for the optimism. You have Jupiter on your side. And Jupiter's going into your sign in November. Jupiter, after 12 years, it's returning home. Jupiter is going to be a major boost to you and help you to achieve your goals and your dreams. But you have to think positive. You have to say, yes, I can do it. I can achieve this. This can happen for me. So you're going to be golden. You're going to be the golden child for a whole year, starting November 8th when Jupiter comes home to Sagittarius. So this is your month to start a whole new cycle. Don't let failures of the past hold you back. Don't let negative thinking hold you back. Put yourself out there and you can be surprised what you can achieve. Now in your environment you have the Moon card. So there's some confusion with either a partner, maybe you're not sure, you're questioning someone's loyalty. You could be dealing with someone who's a little bit challenging. And maybe you have to have a conversation with them, a difficult conversation with them. Because the Moon card is a card of confusion and illusion and over ideal. Like you might be, maybe you feel like your partner has unrealistic goals or dreams. Or maybe you feel that your partner is deceptive in some way. There's some confusion. There are secrets. There are too many secrets. The Moon is about things that happen behind the scenes, like you can't see. So, and sometimes this comes up because this relates to Neptune. On the one hand, you could be dealing with someone who's very creative. On the other hand, you could be dealing with someone who's lost, kind of spacey, lost in the clouds. And that's, you're finding that frustrating. They could also have some mental issues. You could be dealing with someone who has some mental issues. So you're trying to figure out what to do with this partnership. A lot of times, though, the moon can also mean someone who has a very vivid imagination and maybe imagining all kinds of wild things. So maybe your partner is accusing you of cheating or something, or you feel like that they're just coming up with all kinds of crazy scenarios that are just, they're blowing things out of proportion. So if you had an argument, for those of you who are in a relationship and you've had an argument with someone, it could be that they don't have the facts. They might have listened, they might have heard some gossip, because this is card of also gossip and spying. And so they're overreacting, or they're filling in the blanks with their imagination, and they're thinking the worst. So you might have to straighten some things out with a partner. Either in your situation, you might be reading someone wrong, or someone may be reading you wrong. The best way to get through that is to communicate and say, because you might not be, if you're looking at someone, you might be not seeing what's really there, for better or for worse. Like, you might be thinking someone is deceiving you, or not playing fair, or just doing something behind your back, and that may not be the case. It might be your imagination. Or someone might be accusing you of some kind of deception, and you've been on. Sagittarians are honest. You like to be very direct and above board in everything that you do. So you might be dealing with someone who's a little bit more covert, and you need to find out what's going on. So you need to talk to them. And you can have, for those who are in a partnership and it's going through a little bit of confusion or a rocky period, you can have a new beginning with this Ace of Cups. So you could have this difficult conversation, reveal how you feel, find out what's going on, and clear it up, and then have a new beginning. And maybe, have more balance in the relationship. If you feel like you're doing too much of the work and the other person needs to contribute, now's the time to, renegotiate the relationship. Who does what? What's expected of each of you? And you can have a new beginning. For those who have no one in their life and are looking for a new love, this is a time card. So this could be, this is June, July, August. So coming up next year, while Jupiter's going through your sign, you're going to be attracting a lot of abundance and opportunities. And you're going to be probably getting out and traveling more, or getting out and exploring different things. So you can attract a new love, but I feel it'll be later in the year. It's not going to be right now. Because you're going to be picky. Because with this Page of Swords, you're going to be really giving people the third degree. You're not going to give your love to just anybody. So you're going to be checking out. You might have a lot of potential partners, but you're going to be checking them out so carefully that they may not measure up, and you might just toss them. So it may take you a while to find the right person. And it's because a part of that problem is because you've been hurt in the past. You've been through some heartache, and you just don't want to be hurt anymore. So you're really going to be really carefully weeding out the potential partners, because you only want to deal with the best right now. You want someone this is what you're looking for, the Emperor. You want someone that's dependable, that's responsible, that has their act together. You're tired of these diamonds in the rough. You don't have time for that anymore. You want someone that's going to offer you something solid, steady, and stable. You don't want deception. You don't want evasive behavior or illusion. Maybe in the past you might have idealized people and not really seen what they were all about. But now you're wanting something real. And so you're going to be carefully vetting anyone that comes to you wanting a relationship. And that can be true of business and love. You're not going to just give your energy away without actually carefully checking everyone out and making sure that you're getting into the right situation. So for the energy for November from the cards, I see is new beginnings with career, where you're in a position of leadership, you're getting recognized, you're being in control, in charge. maybe even starting your own business, or at least being autonomous, where you can, like, people are trusting you to lead. They're not micromanaging you. They're saying, hey, you take this, you run with it, just report back to me. So you're having a lot more freedom. The other thing is, there's potential for new love, but it may be coming later, only because you're not going to give your heart to just anyone. So let's see what the astrology has to say. You have a new moon in Scorpio, and that's falling in your 12th house. Now this new moon is supported by Neptune in your 4th. Neptune is trining the new moon, and Pluto in your 2nd. So you're changing on deep levels. The new moon in the 12th house, you have a new beginning to really delve deep into your subconscious and get at those, like you're releasing. The 12th house is a house of finishing up old karma, releasing what no longer serves you, clearing the decks, and to prepare for a new beginning. When planets move into the 1st house, that's a time of initiation, that's when things go public. They come out from behind the scenes. So you might be working on something behind the scenes that is not ready to be launched yet. But you can also be working on psychological issues as well. Where have I self-sabotaged? Where have I held myself back? What do I need? Who are the people in my life that have been trying to block me from behind the scenes? I mean, because the 12th house can be hidden enemies. And in Scorpio, Jupiter's been in Scorpio. It's going to be moving into Sag. So Jupiter in Scorpio has had you go deep in friendship. Like, you're really looking deeply at all your relationships, all your friendships, the groups you belong to, and discovering the truth about it. Like, what's the truth about these people in my life? Who do I keep? Who do I get rid of? You've been doing a lot of deep thinking. When Jupiter moves into the 12th, Jupiter's going to help you see, it's just going to help you with that process of getting rid of what's no longer serving you, including behavior within yourself. You know, if you've been too much of a recluse, you know, Jupiter is going to help you. Jupiter, when it moves into Sag, is going to be in your 1st house. So it's been in the 12th house. It's been helping you. And this new moon, you know, you might have reached a point where, okay, I'm ready for a new start. I'm ready to really take action on clearing up whatever psychological blocks have been preventing me from moving forward, from succeeding in life. And when Jupiter moves into your 1st house, then you're going to hit the ground running. You're going to be more optimistic. You're going to be more open, more outgoing. Maybe you've been like a recluse over the past year because your planet was hidden in the 12th house in Scorpio. Now it's moving into the 1st house next month, so in November. And Neptune in the 4th, you could be working on some creative project at home. Or you could be getting more involved in spirituality. Like, the home is your sanctuary. You might be fixing up your home or escaping to your home from the stresses of the world. But also, Neptune could be dissolving some childhood issues. So if there have been childhood behavior patterns or issues from childhood that have confused you or held you back in some way, this positive connection with the new moon and Neptune can help you resolve some of that. Now, physically, with Neptune in the 4th house, you have to watch out for water damage at the home, or just make sure that you don't have any mold growing anywhere in hidden corners. Pluto is in your 2nd house, and it's going to be there for a while because Pluto stays in a sign for like 12, 14 years. Pluto is transforming how you value yourself. It's transforming your ability to earn money, security, self-worth. You're changing on deep levels. So if you haven't made a lot of money, Pluto can bring the capacity to bring in wealth, or change the way you look at the world. The things that you value are changing. Maybe the things that you once thought were valuable are no longer valuable, and now you're learning how to value yourself more. And Pluto goes deep. It's reinventing your whole sense of self and sense of self-worth. because you're coming into your power. You're learning how to wield power, hopefully in a positive way. Not where it's power over others, but being empowered, feeling, yes, I can do this. Yes, I am worthy. Yes, I deserve everything. I know how to receive. So this new moon could be a new beginning, a psychological breakthrough for you. The full moon is in Gemini. So what you start with the new moon, you complete with the full moon. The full moon in Gemini falls in your 7th house. And for some of you, it could even be their 6th house because it's at 0 degrees. But it means something is coming to completion. This full moon, it's in the 7th house. The sun is in the 1st house. So, and then Jupiter's going to be moving and joining up with the sun. This is lucky. This is a lucky combination. When Jupiter and the sun come together, that's the time you want to take action. Put yourself out there and you can succeed. This is it's like a blessing from the universe. Jupiter is always like the luck planet, the optimism planet. It brings abundance. It brings wealth. Now you have Mars in the 4th. So there could be some things going on at home that are challenging. You might be working around the house. There's something you're working on around the house. You might be either redecorating or doing some work around the house that needs to be done. Maybe because of Neptune. Because of Neptune being in, there might be something that you have to take care of. So there could be some expenses coming up because of some home-related thing that you have to fix. That can interfere with these relationship successes. So you're going to have successful this is a time to form favorable partnerships that can bring you abundance, that can bring you wealth, optimism. And the North Node is in the 8th house. The North Node is right now it was in Leo, it's moving into Cancer. And the 8th house is the house of intimacy. So it's time for you to really work on your fears of intimacy and to allow yourself to receive love, money, to connect with someone on a deep level. The North Node in Cancer relates to healing, nurturing. So it's time for you to heal. I feel like this is going to be a healing time for you. Like with the new moon, you're working on healing yourself on some level. It could be a physical thing or even a psychological thing. And you have to, you're looking at issues that relate to childhood wounds and that have been preventing you from having greater intimacy in your life. So if you can do that work, and Jupiter will help you, it has been helping you, but especially once you finish that work, then you're going to be ready to attract more love, but a deeper level of love, not just superficial, if you've been avoiding intimacy, you have the potential to overcome those blocks and to allow greater intimacy. This is going to take time. That's why this Ace of Cups is talking about, next summer, in 2019, because you have to work on yourself first. You have to prepare the ground, for the seedling to grow. So you have to do the work. You have to get rid of all those things that have been stopping you from having a relationship, stopping you from allowing abundance into your life, feeling that you are worthy of love, feeling that you're worthy of someone's love and worthy of money and compensation and acknowledgement. So that's all coming for you starting this month in November, and throughout the year. You have Jupiter. Take advantage of this great energy, this energy of expansion, abundance, wealth, joy, optimism, luck. You're the favored. You're the golden child this year, Sag. So take advantage of it and think positively and allow love to come in, because you will be surprised what you can achieve if you do that. So I hope this reading was a help to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're in the United States, have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a happy birthday. If